Okay, and we are live. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I see some people here. We have a number of people already online. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Gbenga Adebayo. Can you hear me properly? I'm trying to check whether the audio is good. Hello? Hello? Is this audio nice? Hello? If you can hear me, please, can you signify that you can hear me? Is our audio good? Do we have audio? Hello? Do we have audio now? Hello? Hello? There's no audio? There's audio. Oh, okay. Great. Good afternoon, Michael. Thank you. Oh, you can hear me? Great, because I couldn't see my audio feed move up. Thank you for joining us. Everybody that is joining in from all over the world. And if you are watching this after now, you are following after and just catching up to see whatever it is that we're going. Thank you for joining. So it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is you are joining us from the world. My name is Gbenga Adebayo. Thank you for joining us on this open mic edition, Ask Me Anything edition of Living Health TV Live. If this is your first time of joining us, my name, as I said earlier, is Gbenga Adebayo. I'm a physician, I'm a public health physician. I have the honor and privilege of hosting this show, and I thank you for taking time out to join us. So on this show, we discuss various things, anything as it pertains to health, as it pertains to development, well-being. And I was somewhere not a few days ago, I was invited to teach somewhere. And as we saw that people were I saw that people were really more interested. The question and answer time was powerful, was phenomenal. So I said, okay, so let's do a question and answer time on Living Health TV Live today. So go ahead. Thank you, Julian. Thank you for joining us. Share this link. Look for the link somewhere to share. Share it on your WhatsApp status. You don't know who may need the help that you would. That it may something with a question. We have a lot of questions that people have sent in, and even some questions that were asked at that program. And as you are watching, if you have any question you would like to ask, please go ahead and just shoot it at the comment section. If this is your first time of catching up here, I have not yet subscribed to Living Health TV. I will ask you as area they ask now. Now, everything you gain, I beg now. Make you hit that subscribe button. Make we felicitate you. May you make my belly jolly. As you just hit that subscribe button and you hit that bell with the beside them, so that as we they bring up all kind matter for Living Health TV for area now you go be the first where you go know about. We have a whole lot of health information and educational things that you can benefit from. We have area doctor, of course. We have Health 101, Health on the Street. We just debuted a new series about brain health. Fantastic. Julian has asked a question. I'm really going to talk about this. She said, what can I give to a child to add weight? I don't know what it is about mothers and adding weight. Thank you, Mommy. Thanks for joining. I don't know what it is with mothers and adding weight. Mothers always want their children to eat and add weight. I remember somebody even bursting out into tears and just crying, my child is not eating, and you are saying the child will be fine. The child will be fine. Julian, I'm going to answer your question about 14 months. Okay, the child is 14 months. What I want to know is, what is the weight of that child? What is the weight of that child? You can go ahead and start it. So this is an open day question. So any question, it doesn't matter from whatever angle you want to ask it, please go ahead and ask, and we will be happy to answer with the wisdom and the knowledge that we have. And if, of course, is this an advisory way, it's an advisory role, we still expect you, of course, to go see your physician, a personal physician, for treatment and management of any condition that you may have. Okay, so let's start. What can I give to a child to add weight? You said he's 14 months old. So I first need to ask, why do you want this child to add weight? What is the weight of the child? Because in my interaction with mothers, mothers, God bless them. God bless our mothers. So God bless my mom too. they just want, they get worried, want your child to eat. Is this child eating? You have an image in your mind of how much you want your child to eat. And if that child is seemingly not having the kind of appetite that you want the child to have, then you go, oh, this child is not eating. Please, children eat. And what I don't know. You see, I say to people, the only solution to hunger is food. Yes, we have children that can be picky. Yes, we have kids that may say, this is what I want. But if you make feeding, we need to be careful, especially for a 14-month-old baby, 2-year-old baby, 3 more, even when somebody is just a child, when it's a toddler, we need to be careful about how we make feeding time. If we make feeding time a season, a time of anger, a time of anxiety, a time of, then that child may associate food. It just picks up a resistance, it just puts up a resistance. So let's make feeding time interesting. Let's make feeding time lovely. A 14-month-old baby needs to have started eating whatever it is you are eating at home. We recommend that children should eat, they should exclusively be breastfed for 6 months. No water, including water, no water. He said he's testing. Breast milk is over 90% water. The child does not need anything. But from 6 months, breast milk alone is not enough. So we now move to complementary feeding. So you start to introduce what you eat at home. And that's what we say. So cereals, put some cereals. In this environment, we talk about fortified pap, just the cornmeal that you have around. When you fortify it with nutrients, because that pap by itself is not calorie dense. It doesn't have enough calorie. The child might feel full, but the child is not having enough nutrients that it needs to grow. So we add all kinds of things. You can add butter to it, add a little bit of sugar. You can add groundnut, a little bit dash of palm oil. Just make it really carbonated. Then you can add groundnut, grind groundnut, blend it, make it fine, mix it with a pap. You can put some crayfish. It could be a lovely meal for the child, full of everything that the child wants, with a dash of sugar, and let that child start to take it. In addition to breast milk, in addition to whatever it is you eat, just put that in the mouth of the child. By the time the child is 12, the child should be able to eat whatever it is you guys are eating, but make it fun, make it interesting. So to answer your question, what can I give a child to make the child add weight? Unless the child is sick, and he has really lost weight. So you will now talk to your doctor. Your doctor may need a regimen of meals and stuff. But if the child is not sick, let that child play. Let that child eat. Let that child eat normally. A 14-month-old child should be about 12 kg. Yeah? 10 to 12. At 1 year, we expect them to be 10 kg. So if that child is 10 kilograms and at 14 months, it's a little about 14 kg, that child is fine. It doesn't have to be 20. It doesn't have to be horrible. Like you say in this environment, it doesn't have to be big and say, that's my baby. When you carry your hand is pain, you say, yes, that's my baby. Let's take that. Fantastic. Okay. Good afternoon, doctor. Please, my friend has itching around his penis. His scrotal sac has small hump-like growth, and it itches him a lot. What can be done? Thank you, Waka Planner, for asking that question on behalf of your friend. So it will be difficult for me to know what exactly is wrong with your friend, but your friend has a problem in a sensitive area that unfortunately most people don't like to talk about that area. They don't want to. Some people, they have perianal swelling. They say it's a dirty place. How can I talk to someone about this? I'm ashamed of it. Please let your friend not be shy. Let your friend not be ashamed. Let your friend go see a physician. Let your friend go see a physician. I don't know the age of your friend. I don't know how the sexual activity in recent time. It could be that he has an STI. It could be that he has a wart that is growing, because what you say is small hump-like growth. So that could be a wart. That could be a genital wart. Genital wart, you need to, let's go find out what it is. It could be syphilis. It could be a ton, many things. But we won't know what it is unless your friend goes to see his doctor. It should not be shy. Should not be shy. And your doctor will maintain your privacy. Your doctor will not make fun of you, will not laugh at you. Even if it's an STI, you need to get it treated. Not hide it, not keep it, no. So go please see your physician. Thank you, Waka Planner. Okay, Maka, good afternoon, sir. Is regular consumption good for the body? That's an interesting question. It's an interesting question. Do you know why I say it's interesting? Because from a public health perspective, the weight of evidence is neither yet for or fully against coffee. We know that coffee is a stimulant. It has a drug called caffeine. Caffeine is a drug, and this drug stimulates, may keep you awake. So the question now is that, is coffee good or bad? Is caffeine good or bad? We can't answer that question affirmatively yet. The evidence seems to be ambivalent. There is some evidence that suggests that a regular moderate intake of coffee, of course, too much of anything is bad. Anything that you take, anything, if you wake up in the morning and you cannot do without taking coffee, you are G3 and all that, then you have a problem. You're a drug addict, so you need to find a way to control that. You cannot function well without ingesting coffee. So that's a problem. That's a problem you need to solve. But there seems to be some evidence that says that a little bit of coffee may be good. There's also evidence that seems to suggest that coffee may be a problem. Yeah. So I will edge and say maybe a little bit of coffee may not kill you. Coffee now and then, taking this in a moderate amount, a cup, 2 cups a day. Let me tell you a story about one personal experience. I never used to take coffee. I never really. I have a sweet tooth. Coffee is black. If you don't put sugar, it doesn't go nice. So one day I said, okay, let me even try it because it smells nice. Really, coffee really, when you do a good brew, it smells, it smells good. So I said, okay, let me try this. And with my naive brain, I thought, okay, rather than 1 spoon, let's take 2 spoons. So I took 2 spoons. I put milk, put sugar, it tasted nice, loved it. Okay. 30 minutes after, it was like I was on fire. Palpitations, my heart was all day long. After that, maybe I've tried coffee a little bit once or twice, but I'm not really a coffee person. So neither am I a tea person. So I would say a little bit of coffee may not be bad for you, but be wary of anything that you have to take. Unlike alcohol, the evidence has swung swiftly and strongly against alcohol intake. Yeah, so be careful about that. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for this opportunity. How much weight is too much or too little for an adult? What is the normal weight range for an adult? Thank you, Temitope, for your question. So now weight is tied to something. We say it's like an anecdote that the average weight of a normal adult is about what? 70 kg. 70 kg. So we say that's about the normal weight of an adult, 70 kilograms. But however, that 70 kilogram assumes that you are also the average height for an adult. The weight, the optimal weight for somebody is often tied to the person's height. It's also very important, if I'm more importantly than your height, is tied to how the weight is distributed in your body. So weight that is around your waist region, even if you are not so Even you're a 70 kg man, and that your 70 kg, the majority of that your 70 kg is around your waist, you are worse off than somebody that is 80 kg of the same height with you, but the weight is evenly distributed all over his body. So I've introduced two things to you now. Number one is what we call your body mass index, which is a good, a reasonable measure of how much weight you should have. Is a reasonable measure of what the weight should be, because for every we calculate it, simple calculation, weight over height squared. That's your weight in kilograms divided by your height in meters. Remember, no height in centimeters now, height in meters. So if you are 60 kg, 70 kg, your BMI will be 70, and your height is 1.58. So it will be 70 divided by the square of 1.58. 1.58 is a little bit, so I expect that BMI to be high. So if your BMI is lower than 20, no, 19.99, we start, if your BMI is 18, sorry, I can't quite remember the breakdown. Now you can check it, just Google it, BMI distribution. But if your BMI is greater than 25, from 18 lower, you are underweight. You need to find a way to eat up. From 18 to 20, I can't quite remember the distribution now. But if you are more than 25, you are overweight. I'll please like our producer friend, my colleagues in the background. So please check the BMI distribution and please put it in the chat. I think 18 to 24. 0.9, 25 to 30, no, that's overweight. Above 30, you're obese. Then you need to 35, moderately obese. But to be sure that I'm putting out the right figure, can we just quickly check and put it in the chat? Thank you for that. So that's the normal weight for BMI. But beyond BMI, like I said, we now have waist-hip ratio, which measures waist, and that's bad weight, because weight around the waist, it's more of a problem than just being, because some people can be huge, big, and a lot of what they have is muscles, and so they're not really fat, but fat around the waist may be problematic. So your BMI and your weight is ratio, very important. We want your waist ratio to be less than 1. That makes sense. Okay. Good afternoon, doctor. What is a BP rating? What is a BP reading of one? Is a BP reading of 117/89 bad? Yeah, we see we don't treat BP, so to speak. What we treat, because BP is not static. Your BP changes as I'm sitting down now. You check my blood pressure, it's going to be something. If I stand up immediately, I take immediately, it will be different. So, but we want a normal BP reading ought to be less than 120. 120/80. So two numbers, the number on the top and the number below. So that number of 117 seems normal, but that 89 is higher than we would like it. So the issues I would like to know is, what is this person's age? When was this taken? Is it a one-off reading? How often has they been taken? So we want to find out, and was it a spot reading? Is this a consistent thing? So if consistently your BP is 117 or be 110, 120/90, 120/90, 120/90, then we need to take a look at that BP. Yeah, we need to make some lifestyle changes to make sure that we bring that BP normal. Somebody asked me where we went. They said, hey, what hypertension? Okay, I went to speak at one school. It was a teacher's program. And then the teacher came and said, Doc, please, you're always talking about hypertension. You're saying we should be using our medicine. Make sure we use our medicine to control our blood pressure. What of hypotension? They tell me that hypotension is a greater killer than hypertension. Hypotension kills more people. So, see here, hypotension simply means that your blood pressure is very low. And we don't say you're hypotensive, because some people, their normal blood pressure is what? 100/60. And that's still normal. Yeah? For that person, especially people that are athletic, yeah, 100/60 is normal. For them, it's still normal. So most common cause of hypertension is blood loss. So somebody had an accident and lost a lot of blood. That person's blood, of course, it makes sense that if you do have something enough, the pressure of that thing is going to go down. You understand that? So hypertension is not something that we lose sleep over. Huh? Okay, so let that person, thank you for giving HR Moments with Gloria. Thank you for giving for that contest. The DP reading is, the person is 20 years. Diastolic is always between 83 and 89. Let that person go and see a physician. Let's check. Let's check his kidneys or our kidneys. Let's check the whole system, because I won't expect a diastolic pressure of consistently around 90, 85, 90. May tell us that something is missing. But let's go. Before we raise any flag, it may be nothing. It may be something. It may be your measurement. It may be your the instrument you are using to measure. The instrument may not be properly calibrated. So go see your doctor. Let your doctor examine the person, check, and see that it's normal. Okay, thank you, Living Health, my colleagues at the background. Normal BMI status 18.5 yes to 24.9. So thank God I was into of 25 to 29.9 now, overweight, 30 and above obese. 30, in fact, actually it's 30 to 34.9. We say the person is obese. Above 35, morbidly obese. That's morbid obesity. Thank you for having my back and checking and confirming that. Okay, so hypertension is what we are more worried about, because hypertension is the greater killer out there. If you're joining us, just joining us, and you have not subscribed, please subscribe to LivinghealthTV. Share this link on your screen now. Drop a comment. Let us know where you are watching from. And like this video. We have just 4 likes, and I think we've had more than 5 questions from different people. So like this video and let's be a blessing. It will be a blessing to us. Okay. Does COVID-19 vaccine cause sterility? No, it does not. The vaccines, the WHO approved vaccines are safe. They are safe. They are saving lives. So please, if you have the opportunity to get vaccinated, please go take your vaccine. Please go take the vaccine. Right? Right? Any other question? Do you have more questions? More questions? I hope I've not missed any question. No, I've not. Okay. Okay, I can remember somebody asked, I said, Doc, what is the, how many hours should I sleep every day? How many hours should I sleep every day? Okay, so the important thing is that I think those 2 questions, I will answer them. Let me just mention this one about sleep. Okay, the normal adult needs 6 to 8 hours of sleep every day. And we have taken a look at this, the power and the purpose of sleep. Please, if you've not watched it, go and watch it. We looked at this some weeks ago on LivinghealthTV Live. You need 6 to 8 hours of sleep every day. Children need much more. Yeah, children need up to 10, 12 hours of sleep every day. So please catch good sleep. Be of any medical issues to the person? No. So no abstinence of sex may not be of medical, will not cause any medical issue. But of course, if you are married, right? If you have a partner and you are not regularly having sex, while you may not suffer any medical issue, there may be a strain in that marriage, unless, of course, it is something that both of you have agreed for one reason or the other. But regular sex with a partner, with your partner that you love, that you long-term relationship with, you are married to, that's what I'm trying to describe, long-term relationship. Don't mind I'm an old school kind of person. A loving, intimate relationship is useful for health. It's beneficial for health. There's the wrong belief that a woman, once they reach menopause, should stop having sex. That's not real. There's no that you don't need sex anymore. You can't. No, that's not true. In fact, we know that couples that are intimate well into their old age, they live healthier, happier lives. So, but abstinent from sex, some people will say, oh, they say if I don't have sex, maybe I might have fibroid. Or I've seen young people say, oh, if you don't have sex on time, you may have problem having your baby. Some people they've been duped and assaulted because of wrong beliefs like that. But there is no physical need, so to speak, for somebody to have sex that will cause the person to be barren or whatever. No. But sex in a loving relationship is beneficial for mental health, for bonding, for relationship, right? Is it good to drink water first thing in the morning? If you like, drink it first thing in the morning. If you like, drink it last thing at night. What's most important for me as a health physician and as an health educator is that you need to stay hydrated. So you need like 3 liters of water every day. Yeah, you need like 3 liters of water every day. If you are not taking up to 3 liters of water every day, in the tropics, when you are not doing so much, you may need more. If you are, if you are involved, you sweat a lot, you may need more than the 3 liters, because the 3 liters I'm describing is what we will give you in the tropics if we admit you. You lose water, insensible water loss, you lose up to 2 liters of water just by breathing, just by being alive. You must urinate every day. If you don't pass out 300 mils of water every day, there is a problem. There's a problem. That's kidney failure. No, we don't want that. You don't want that for anybody. You don't even want that for your enemy. So you need to take water every day. 3 liters spread out through the day. So whether you like it first thing in the morning or that's not really, but you need enough water in the day. It's true that as an elderly, your BP is normal if it's 140, 191. Yeah, so there are some people now that they are saying that okay, we should make allowances for age. Yeah, there's a current that if somebody that is maybe 60 years old with a BP of 140 or 139 or 135 over 85 or 90 should not give us too much concern. But if you're on medication, you're a known hypertensive, and you are on medication, I will think that we should try to achieve as optimal control as we can to the normal and the consensus about a normal BP is 120 over 80. So the closer we can get to that figure, the better we think it is. So what's most important is that if you are a known hypertensive and you are on a BP medication, consistently please use your medicine. Let's know what your BP reading is with that medicine. Don't use it today, stop it tomorrow, use it next tomorrow, use it when you feel like it. I feel something, so let me use it. So your BP will start darting up and down, will start chasing up and down, and that makes you more prone to a cardiovascular event. So please work with your physician to find the optimal blood pressure reading that is for you, the optimal control with the medicines and there are so many medicines, so many combinations. So just use your medicine regularly and will be the best for it. What makes a person eat more than once in the morning alone? I don't know. Maybe the person likes food. So I don't know why somebody eats more than once in the morning alone. So maybe the person is hungry. Maybe the person didn't. So we need to ask, what does the person do? The person's job. Yeah, and there was a cultural norm where that person eats. Some people, they like tea break, then they take breakfast, then they take brunch. Not cultural norms, but for food, I have just 2 rules for food. I think I must have shared it before. If I've not shared it, I'm sharing it again today. I have just 2 rules for food. Number one is every time you eat, let your plate be a plate of many colors. So eat enough fruits and vegetables. And the next one is reduce what you eat. Don't make your food bigger than your fist. If you do that, you're on your way to a healthy diet. Just reduce what you eat. Don't eat to stupor. Don't eat until you cannot get up. That's a problem. Reduce what you eat. I was weighing 83 kg before at the age of 33, but now I'm weighing about 75 kg. What could be the cause and what can I do? Why do you want to do something? We need to, so I need to know what your age is now, how many years different. But if you have become more, your weight has come down, and it's not that you are sick, it's not that you are ill, it's not that you have diabetes, it's not that you have a chronic illness, but it's that you have watched your weight. I don't know your height, so I don't know how you look. So if your weight has come down and you are still fit and healthy, fantastic. So why do you want to? So if we don't have all these diseases that I've mentioned, you don't have diabetes, it's not something that you are ill, a chronic illness. If depending on your age, if it's a chronic illness, something is, because one of the marks that something is wrong in the body is that somebody is eating normally, but the person is wasting away and losing weight. So we want to find out, we want to rule out all those. So if that is not it, but it's that you are pursuing a healthy lifestyle, you are eating healthier, exercising better, keeping fit, and then your weight went down, that's not a bad thing. That's something I think we should learn from you and try to copy you, Mr. Adebayo. So, or is it Mrs. Adebayo? I don't know that person I'm speaking is a female. So, okay, so that's something we would do. Is dementia hereditary? My grandmother had, and I'm worried that I may have it too. Okay, so there's so much we don't know about Alzheimer's, dementia. Yes, it's possible that there may be an hereditary component, but as somebody had it in your family, so what we need to do, of course, is to keep an eye out, stay active, do all the things that is recommended. Eat healthy, stay physically active, also stay involved, stay engaged with whatever vocation. We say you don't use it, you lose it. That's a very common saying, and I think that saying to some extent is true. So on Living Health TV, we also now have puzzles. Yeah, I would like to share the link to one of the puzzles that we have. We call it brain challenge, mega brain challenges, and all that. If you exercise your brain, exercise your eyes, keep your faculty going sharp, you may keep up. Because the truth of the matter, we don't fully understand. We don't fully understand why and how people develop Alzheimer's. But old age and senility are not synonymous. That somebody is growing old doesn't mean that the person must lose use or must have reduced mental capacity. It doesn't have to be. There are people that are old, they are still strong, they are still sharp, their memory has not failed. So it's for you and I to pursue how to achieve that, right? What is the best family planning method? I think we'll just take maybe 2 or 3 more questions. We've already spent more than 30 minutes. I just wanted to go 30 minutes every day. But you can still be dropping questions. Even after we wrap up, we'll still get around answering them, and we may answer them in a subsequent edition of Ask Me Anything. What is the best family planning method? The best family planning method is the method that works for you. And there are so many, very, very simple. So it's the one that works for you. What works for A may not work for B. We have hormonal methods. We have barrier methods. Different things. So go to any primary health center. And the good thing about going to any primary health care center, at least in Nigeria, family planning is free. Yeah? Free. You get it free. You get your IUCD inserted free. If what you choose is to use a condom, okay, so you may not get condom available all the time in the center, but you can buy. You can always go buy. And then if you go to some programs, they distribute condoms. Actually, they distribute it free of charge. But the implants and all those, the IUCDs, the pills, you can get them. If you want to be buying pills, you may just get to the pharmacy and be buying your pills. But the best family planning method is the one that works for you and achieves what you want, right? If somebody has not had a baby before, there are some family planning methods we may shy away from than somebody that has had 1, 2 babies and want to stay away for 4 or 5 years. Now you have IUCDs that stay in place for 5 years, and you are good, you are fine. No, the 8 years. You don't, so please go see your physician and let's take care of that. What could be cause of itching after taking a bath and what can be done? It depends. Yeah, it's made on what it is. Some people have what is causing that itchy. It could be your body is is reacting to something. So it could be something in the water. So we need to find out if there's something in that water that your body does not like, and then you take care of it. So just watch out for it. Is it in a particular environment? Does it occur more in some places than other places? And then we take care of that. Does arthritis have a cure, or is just to be managed? Well, the permanent cure to arthritis will be surgery. Because what happened, I assume you're talking about osteoarthritis, because we have other types of arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, and all that. But I assume you're talking about osteoarthritis, which is where the joint surfaces are worn out, and then so there's pain when they come across one another. So if something is worn out and it's causing pain, what can you do? You change it. So if you change those joint surfaces, you have a cure. So that's the cure to osteoarthritis. But that's not a cure we jump into for everybody. So we can have conservative management of osteoarthritis, which is what find a way to see if you can make those surfaces to heal back a little bit. If it's just a part of it that is torn, can you just do small, you don't have to remove anything. So the doctor can say, okay, let's just remove this chip and see whether this person can work. Or if it's a place that we cannot change, can we fuse it together so that they don't move? If they don't move, then there won't be pain. So those are the different approaches to trying to get a cure. But beyond cure, analgesics, staying active, losing weight, those are things that can be done and can make the pain, if not totally go away, totally reduce, and the person able to function on life. Okay, so we don't answer so many things, though. And I answer them. Area people have been making an vessel. I hope say you understand some of the things we don't say. We don't answer so many questions on top different matter. But as we don't answer them now, maybe try listening small. Maybe next time, when we go do answer and question, even if the person asks for English, now area level, we will try use answer. I want to say a big thank you to everyone that has joined us today. I'm grateful. Please, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your friends and your loved ones. Until we come again next time, next week, stay healthy. We'll be here again next week, Friday, by the grace of God, at 3 p.m. Join us if you can. And if you cannot, make sure you set a reminder to watch it later. All right. Till I come again next time, as they say, as area they say, make you remember, say, life, you don't get duplicate. God bless you.